Good evening, folks. Welcome to Reaching Out with Eddie. This is my second week back, and of course, I'm glad to be back. Well, my guest today is Randall Jennings, mayoral candidate for the city of Meridian. Randall Jennings, how are you doing?
I'm good, big brother. How you doing?
Hey, you're the first mayoral candidate that's been on this podcast since the election. No one else has came here that's running for mayor. Had Christian Cockrell that's running in Ward 5 came here, and Alicia Smith in Ward 4 came here.
Right.
No one else has came. Of course, I'm reaching out to anybody want to come here and get their message out.
That's right.
I think they should come here. If it's one person that you talk to and that person vote for you, one vote can make a difference in this election here.
That's right.
I got to say, folks, that absentee balloting, voting open up Monday, and I can tell you that the first person to vote was the mayor of 9th Avenue, my brother Wayne Holt, and my brother Gabriel. Now he's running unopposed. You know, nobody wants to be the mayor of 9th Avenue, and he's doing a good job over there.
Hold on to the job, baby.
But I can say this, is that both of them voted for me, and both of them voted for you.
God bless them, man.
And I can tell you that I think that I was the third person to go down there and voted absentee, and I voted for you also. And people, I'm gonna let him tell you his platform and tell you what's going on. He got other things going on with him. Randall is an educator. In my opinion, the most qualified educator in this area here. And when I say area, I'm not talking about Lauderdale County, Meridian, Mississippi. I'm talking about this southeast region right here. If he's not the most, he's one of the most educated brothers around here that should be teaching our children, but they blackball him, but they continue to promote incompetence. One of the things that her name is Rankin Easton. She's running against George Thomas in Ward 2 for city council. Now, I've heard some of you talk about her being QAnon and all that. I don't care about any of those things because that's on a national level.
Right.
I can tell you she was spot on when she talked about what's going on a local level. And so because of her, I endorse her for Ward 2. I can tell Ward 1, yeah, Ward 1, that's right. I keep saying Ward 2. I guess that's my way of getting it in there.
You in.
No, but anyway, Ward 1, I endorse her. She's the only person. Now, when I was there, I didn't hear everybody speak. She talked about the problem. It's education. You got to fix education. Yeah. If you don't fix education, you're going to continue to have the same problem. It's
redundant.
And it's ignorancy.
Yeah, ignorance
and they don't care. It shows that they like the system. And one of the things that I pointed out, Randall, is that things continue, faces change, but things remain the same.
That's right.
And the quality of life continue to attrit. It gets worse and worse. Everything's get worse. Taxes going up, quality of life going down. Folks are going to jail. It's almost as they won't. You know, Martin Luther King talked about community of chaos. You were the first person to talk about that.
That's right.
Chaos. They want the chaos. They don't want the community. They don't want it.
Right.
They want chaos
They
here,
want chaos.
and they perpetuate it and keep it going.
Right, exactly.
Randall, I don't want to talk too much. I want to say this, folks.
You keep talking because I've been wanting to hear from you for a while because I missed you the couple weeks you was out. Yeah. And then at the same time, I want you to understand, this is our only media outlet.
Yeah. And folks, I went Saturday and I spoke. I didn't take up a lot of time because it don't take a lot of time when you know what you're talking about and you understand what the problems are. And that's what Miss Rankin Easton did. She talked about the problems and she was spot on. Everything she was saying. I watch other people get up there and Dwayne Davis started talking about bond issues and things like that. I guess he started talking about what he's doing or what he's going to do has nothing to do with the platform of what this city needs.
Exactly.
This other guy, what's his name? It's a white guy running in Ward.
Chad Akins.
Chad Akins, I think, or Acton or whatever.
Yeah.
He's running. He stood up there, like standing up there like John Wayne, and I don't mean to be attacking his persona. He had on a Meridian Public School shirt as if the Meridian High School is endorsing him.
You have not seen his campaign signs. He got a Wildcat on his sign.
It's almost as if he's saying, hey, I'm a school teacher.
That's right.
The school is endorsing me.
That's right.
But here, he didn't have a platform. Anybody can come to my house, I heard him say.
Yeah.
White, black, yellow, green can come to my house. Well, I ain't never been to his house. You ever been to his house? None of my children ain't never been to his house. I don't even know where his house is.
Right.
But it's still, let's say I have been there.
That's okay.
He didn't talk about the issues.
No.
He didn't talk about he's in education and he can't even see what the problem is. So, folks, how can you vote for someone that's not going to talk about the problem? Now, I got to say this. Now, Jimmy Smith, I seen it, folks. I was not there, but I seen the video. But I spoke to him when I went up there. I seen Jimmy Smith holding a microphone in his hand, folks, and he had a card as big as my yard sign in front of him. Somebody else was holding that up in front of him, and he was reading it. He was reading as if he was a senile old man recovering from a stroke. Yes, now, I'm telling the truth. Now, when you talk about issues and fixing the problem, you're going to go back and get something, a relic from the past. That's not doing Meridian any good. A lot of you feeling good with Jimmy Smith signs in your... See, I'm going to say this, and I said I wasn't going to say it no more around. Now, you know how to say this. Now, you know we're both educated. Am I right or wrong?
Tell the truth.
But bougie niggas, you bougie niggas out there going and getting Jimmy Smith and feeling real good. And then some of you, I ain't going to call your name, you had a problem with when I said now, nobody can just come in with an administration already. That's a lie. Percy Bland came in with one. He didn't do nothing but play games with everybody else.
That's all. That's all.
If Jimmy Smith is running, he got 6 months if he know what he's doing to bring qualified people there to put in those places. Talking about it take time and leaving them there. Okay, well, let's look at what Jimmy Smith did when he was a supervisor for 16 or 17 years. Nothing.
Go to East End.
Yeah, go to the East End. Go to where that didn't do anything. Let's look at it. So you ask him what somebody told me this, and I ain't gonna call their name. Said Jimmy Smith walked up to them, and this is the truth. Said that I'm going before the city council, and I'm going to talk about them changing Representative Charles Young Sr. name from whatever they got named after him. I don't know what it is because I didn't hear all that because that wasn't issued. If it's not important to me, I don't even hear it, folks, because I got too much information in my head to hear nonsense. Jimmy Smith going to go before the city council and speak about Charles Young's name being removed from, we're going to just call it a monument. He's not talking about what happened to Levi Gibbs. He's not talking about what happened to Gary Barber. He's not talking about an out-of-control police department. He's not talking about high crime in Meridian, Mississippi. He's not talking about high water bills. He's not talking about a school system that has a superintendent there, a D-level school. This lady said it, and she's a school teacher. She said it's been a D ever since she's been there for the last 5, 6, 7 years, and she said that is ridiculous. We got to fix that. But he's going to go talk about a name change. So now this is what you guys want to be familiar. Now, right now, I'm going to just tell y'all the truth. In my opinion, the most qualified person to run for the job around, I don't mean no disrespect, but I'm going to tell the truth.
That's it.
Is Weston Linderman, because he been there. Mm-hmm. But, if I had to choose between Bull Jennings and Weston Linderman, I got to choose my daddy over here.
Yes, sir.
I got to.
Yes,
because, see, that's a problem. You'd address that in your podcast. Right. It's a problem in our community. We don't have black role models.
Right.
And we got an educated person right here. Somebody that, hold up, let me tell you what else I told this person. I said, I would know. I'll make Rita Jackson my chief of police. I said, I'll get Kathy Barfield. She could be my CAO. I said, Forest Parks and Recreation. Randall Jenner, no, I just wouldn't do that. Oh, okay, now you can say that, but you can't tell me the reason why. So if you can't put Randall Jennings over Park and Recreation,
you ain't trying to fix the school.
You ain't trying to fix nothing. Mm-hmm. You ain't trying to fix nothing.
Because Park and Recreation and the school are twins.
That's right.
Twins.
And you know what? This person gonna run for office in a couple of more years. Mm. That's what's wrong with Meridian. These bougie niggas know what's best for everybody, but you bougie niggas hadn't fixed this damn problem in all the ever since 1865. You understand what I'm saying? Since 1865. Am I right or wrong?
That's when they became twins. Because you don't run a government school system without a park recreation to have something to do for them the rest of the day.
And Brandon, didn't I just tell you the truth? I said Weston Leonard because Weston Leonard have been there. But you know what? This brother brain is like mine.
Right.
It's like mine. He'll go in there doing what he need to do,
right,
putting this system in place for everybody. Folks, y'all ain't figured out yet that if you single my children out and his children out because of the color of their skins and the content of their character, do you realize that you're hurting your children? You're leaving the city because it's so bad, but you're steady coming in here and taking the fruits of our labor up out of this city. And that's what I'm upset about, Randall. But Randall, I didn't mean to talk so much.
No, you're doing fine.
But I just had to get this out here and vent because I'm so tired of this. And they know, I already know I'm going to hear from them, but I ain't trying to be political correct, Bro Sam. What I'm doing is talking about the problem. And you know hey, look, yes, I had a hearing, folks. I know what y'all think. Great Hope finna get on here and talk. My business is my business. I had a hearing. Y'all understand what I'm saying? I had a hearing, like I said, Monday. I had a hearing at 2:30. and I can say that the judge did a good job, and we're going to have another hearing. Now, that's enough I need to say about that. But I'm still in the fight, as you can say. Now, I hope that you're successful, and I hope that, see, this here, folks, it ain't up to all those signs out there, do not vote. It's not up to people liking. I've seen people that they're kind of like retired, and they all jumping on the Jimmy Smith bandwagon. Yeah. But he hadn't said one time what his platform is. He been missing in action for 20 years. But they jumping on the bandwagon. Hey, I like him as an individual.
Right.
I like him as a big brother that we grew up with.
That's right.
But I don't like him as my mayor.
Right.
I don't want things to remain the same. It's what you see. What do you see, folk?
That's right.
If you want things to change, you got to implement change. Somebody change gonna come. It's not gonna come if you go back and get something from the past. The faces keep changing and things remain the same because you accepting less than what you deserve. You're going to have to demand more. You're going to have to ask him his platform. Tell him what are the problems in this city. We going to pay you $100,000 a year. What is you going to do to earn that $100,000? How you going to fix it so that Eddie Hope got somewhere to go and take his lady? That I don't have to go to Alabama or go to Jackson or go to Atlanta. That I can use Meridian, Mississippi, and I can go and sit down and have a good time with my lady or my daughter or my grandchildren or my children. Where is it that they can go and have a good time in this city right here? The answer to that is nowhere. What are you going to do about fixing education? You can't continue to put people on the board because they look good or they donated to your campaign. We got to have educators in education. Right. We got to have people that are in community development that has done that and already have a report card, created a track record like this man have. He should be a school teacher, and right now he has a right to sue Meridian Public School from the EEOC. Am I right or wrong, Randall?
Amen, brother. Amen.
And I'm finna yield it for him. I just gotta take a deep breath and rather just talk to the people and just tell them what it is that you want. And you know, Bro Sam had something Saturday.
Yes, sir.
Tell the people about that. Have you talked about that already?
I talked about that.
Not on this show.
So
I want you to tell them what you did Saturday. I want you to tell the folks, and I want them to see this because this Sunday. It was Sunday. Yeah, it was out to church. And y'all look at this. Bull, I want you to explain this here too. And y'all see that this here is the male. He's been X'd out of the black community, which making.
Yeah, that's why they ain't trying to fix the school system because they done already X'd them out.
By design.
By design.
And Bro Sam had a program. And tell them about your program.
Yes, sir. Sunday. We had a night event Sunday at Vermillion Park. And the brothers, all the brothers I invited, they showed up. Brother Dice, Brother TC, Brother Cedric Ruffin, Brother Bull Jennings, and Brother Eddie Gray Hope. We had a nice time to educate the young brothers. You know, we are hoping more will come out, but we understand the condition and mindset of Meridian, Mississippi. They like sport and play. And that's how the enemy get over on us.
That's right.
Because our mind not set on the right thing. But like the brothers, we're at war.
That's right.
And when you go to war, you got to have a strategy to fight this war. And you don't need nobody to pacify and be soft in this war. So what we trying to do to wake the conscience up of the young man in this city. And I'm sitting next to two of the most powerful black men in Meridian, Mississippi.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
The two more powerful. If you know any more powerful, bring them on this platform.
That's right.
And let us see him.
Thank you, brother.
Educator, master degree now.
That's right.
Now you think about people who you talk to every day. They don't have no degree. But these two brothers ain't got master degree. And they just don't have degrees on the wall. They mastering their degree and they professional.
That's right.
Right here in the city of Meridian.
That's right.
And like this brother said, Bull Jennings is way qualified. Overqualified, let me tell you, to sit in the mayor position.
And he's from here.
Yeah.
And he loved this community. And the thing of it is that we bring people in from outside of this city and put them over us, and they're not doing a good job.
Right.
Anywhere else, if you got a job, I done been fired before. I've been fired before myself.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I've been fired. I've been overqualified too.
That's right.
I ain't never been underqualified.
Never.
Been overqualified. You overqualified, not your boo. Ain't no such thing as overqualified.
Now when you're trying to help.
You raised the bar.
Right.
You raised the bar. We got to stop accepting less.
Yeah.
We got to have the best.
But that's Meridian's MO now.
Right.
Is that if you're from local, and you bring in a quality that they're not prepared for,
right,
they'll throw salt on you. Look, most of the people know me from the situation that I went to jail how many times?
3 times.
3 times.
3 times for nothing.
But trying to tell these young people that they running a school to prison pipeline. They wanted my license. They wanted my 501c3, and I kept saying, no, I go to jail. I go to jail before I fool with y'all.
Right.
And we finally got rid of Frank Coleman, who was doing this. Judge Frank Coleman was the one that was instrumental. Mm-hmm. But he had John Roberts, he had Sherry, and guess else who he had? Mary Bland.
And he fooled us like he wanted to make a difference, but as soon as he got the keys to the store, man, he showed his true colors.
Exactly.
Folks, I want to say this is that on the 27th of this month, on the 27th, that's the last Saturday in this month, and the first Saturday in April, which is April the 3rd, we're going to have an event on 9th Avenue. Y'all remember we used to pull those festivals and things like that? We're going to have us an event, and Patricia Allen going to be there. My sister Joanne going to be there. Tube Belt going to be there. So if y'all want to meet Tube Belt, come on. The Dice Man going to be there. He going to be spinning the sounds and things like that. So we're going to have a real good time. Any of your vendors want to come up and set up and anything, it does not cost you anything to come there. We just want you to come, and I definitely want to invite the vendors there that was downtown Saturday. It won't cost you anything. Again, it's free. I want you to come because I really want to educate the public. I want to invite all the candidates to come there and speak. It does not matter because I seen Dwayne Davis and I was respectful to him and he was respectful to me.
Right.
And I want him to come again. That's how it's supposed to be. Because at the end of the day, if he get the job, then it's his job or duty then to take us to that level that we can serve the community. And if he's our leader, I'm going to be supportive. And I got to say this about Jimmy. If you guys elect Jimmy and he don't do what he's supposed to do, now you notice I ain't saying Kim Burner Houston. Kim Burner Houston has already decided that she going to keep Chris Reed as her chief of police. She's already decided that. She said that the department loves him and everybody's in support of him. And you know what? I guess she didn't ask Rita Jacks. I guess she didn't ask Aunt Bob. She didn't ask Thomas Van. Didn't ask Chris Scott. Didn't ask Darrell Thompson and all. And then Arrington now is back at work. They allow for him to pay the $20,000 back, and he's back at work over what they call that IA. Internal Affairs, IA. He's over Internal Affairs. Really? It's just like taking the devil and putting him in heaven. They're going to decide who go to heaven. Man, I mean, or either taking it just does not work like that. You're going to take somebody that does not have it, that already demonstrated that they'll do something wrong, and there's other things. And folks, I got to say this, is that Antonia, Triple T, Tony, I got to say this about her. She had to go to court. She was arrested some time ago, folks, and I talked about that. And Randall, you're going to come back Thursday.
Hey, I'm with you, bro.
Yeah, I need you to come back Thursday.
Ain't got no problem.
And because if we don't finish what we do, we got to come back. I need you to come back Thursday.
That's right.
All right. And so, but I got to talk about Tony. And I got to say this about the Denson Law Firm. I've heard some of you say things about the Denson Law Firm. See, and they say things about me.
Right.
And the reason why I can associate the two is because, see, when I was a babe, I did things as a babe.
Right.
When I was a boy, I did things as a boy.
That's right.
Became a man.
I became a man. I'm a man now. You still judge me about the things that I might have did or you heard I did as a boy.
That's right.
And you're judging the Denson Law Firm when he was a young attorney.
That's right.
But he's not a young attorney now. He's a seasoned attorney that's been around here for 15 years. Now, we ain't got to agree, but we can respect each other. But I just got to say this. You look at his report card, look at his track record. Man, Judge Jones, know Antonia is my girlfriend. No, that's my baby. He knows that because I called him before when the relationship had not, we're going to say, treated to the way it is now. When the relationship, when we was okay.
That's right.
I called him on a Saturday, folks, because I have his personal cell phone number. I called him on a Saturday, and he called to the police station, told them to let her go. They had picked up on the old fine and told her she was going to jail. He said, let her go, and he said, Eddie, bring her to court Monday, and I did that. But he knew that. So now they arrested her some time ago, and they charged her with DUI other, and they charged her DUI other, and charged her with possession of marijuana. Now, Attorney Denson, they had to send her off to the crime lab because she had an attorney.
That's right.
She didn't plead out. So they postponed the case. They postponed it again because it still ain't came back. But Judge Jones, without evidence now, ordered the trial. Ordered it. Let's go to trial. The guy got up there, did not even remember her saying, now because said, well, did she say that she had smoked marijuana? I don't even remember. It's been so long ago.
That's all right.
Hold up. Do you have a video? I don't have a video or anything. Do you have the drugs from the crime lab? Don't have that. Judge Robert Jones found her guilty. Hold up, folks. And ordered her to go to jail. That's right. And so Denson immediately said, hold up, Judge. We're going to appeal this. And so she already out on bond. Well, she's under my jurisdiction. Now I'm going to put her in jail. See, that's what's wrong. And Percy Bland, you running for mayor. You got a damn judge that's out of fucking control. Doing what he want to do to us and our children.
No evidence.
Antonio's a registered voter, and he's working on Sunday now. I worked with his campaign 8 years ago. He didn't work on Sunday. Lolo worked on his campaign 4 years ago. He didn't work on Sunday. But he got to work now, folks. He's trying to bamboozle you. I saw a whole new group of people. Now, I'm just got to say this. Damn it, you got to tell the truth. If you got there supporting somebody and because you like how they is or they smiling or you like how they smell or for whatever reason, niggas like you is the reason why we're in the kind of situation we're in.
That's true.
He don't give a damn about you. Look what he doing to me. I got trumped up on charges on me 4 times. Look at Lolo. Lolo got the same thing. That nigga would chew you up and spit you out. He don't give a damn about you.
And no evidence.
No evidence. Hold up. Locked her up. Denson immediately said, well, she'll be out by 1. Robert Jones said, she got to pay the fine. And then Attorney Denson said, well, Judge, I'm appealing this. It's appeal.
Right.
The paperwork ain't right. Man, and I got to say this about Dietrich Roberts. Had he not stayed there with her, she would have had to spend the night in there. She went there that morning. She didn't get out of jail about 5 o'clock something yesterday. He get off at 3 o'clock, but he stayed there. Had he left, she would have been locked down until somebody, how about her family went there? Guess what the Marine Police Department said? We don't have her. She ain't here.
See that?
I'm talking about the auntie that come here. I said, Attorney Denson on this. He got this. I said, we got this. And this here, and I'm talking about this sad. This here is abuse. This is abuse of his judiciary canon.
And a black
This here is abuse of authority under statute, under color law, man. Judge Robert Jones done lost his mind. And he mad at me and he took it out on her, bro. Look, Randall, I ain't gonna take nothing out on you. I'm gonna deal with you, bro, Sam. But when you got issues, we gonna man up. I'm not gonna. It ain't right. It's not right when they use the courts like this. Here we got a white judge in a black city in a black courtroom with a black administration and a majority black governing authority doing what the hell he want to with the citizens in this community. And now you want us to give you a job another 4 years? Ain't no way in hell, Percy Bland.
That's why they X us out. Because of you. People that tell the truth about what's going on. See, you tell the truth. Our people are so hoodwinked behind the fact that this guy was the first black mayor. We don't need the first. In 20,000, we don't need the first black nothing.
That's right.
Right.
And you know, I said this before, and I'll say it again. Look, I know Western Linderman is qualified to be mayor. But I said this before. If I was the mayor of this city, if I could find a qualified black man to do the job, we got him right here. We got him right here.
They don't want no strong black man though. And that's why.
Hey, I had a brother walk up to me. Now, we done talked more this time than we talked in a long time. The brother walked up to me and started talking about you. Talking about you're angry and bitter. Well, Bull Jennings is docile compared to me. I'm like, you heard it, didn't you?
Yeah, I heard him.
Boy, you're docile compared to me. It's like walking up to a lion and saying that the cougar is too violent. You talking to a lion. You talking.
We're at war, man.
Jimmy Smith came to me months ago and told me, he said, they got you classified as an angry black man. An angry black man.
Well, I am.
So I put him a picture of an angry black man on my Facebook page. That's an angry black man. I ain't angry at all.
That's right.
And if you get to know me, you find out I'm not angry in any kind of
How
way.
about we
You
get
hurt.
beyond that?
You hurt because of the condition your people
I'm
in.
hurt because of condition
Right.
our people in.
And how about we get beyond these labels? How
Right.
about we do that?
Right.
How about we get beyond all the labels? You label him, you label me, you label Bruh Sam, and I'm just telling you,
what you have exhibited is what Meridian has always once had, not from leaders like you, but people like Mr. Palmer and them way back in the day. Overclock had his own way of dealing with the issues in the city of Meridian. Overclock did. Charles Johnson, them, they knew exactly what was going on, but what I'm saying to you is this brother here has a whole different mindset to understand how the law is being interpreted.
Right.
He interprets the law in the favor of the individual who might be considered the victim.
that's right.
And that ain't what they want to
That
hear.
ain't what they want.
And
that ain't what they want to hear.
And that's what Robert Jones hate. See
Yeah.
this black man, Mr. Denson, standing in front of him with his white supremacist mind challenging him.
That ain't what they want
And
to
guess
hear.
what? Judge Denson stayed there, and she got out of jail.
Oh yeah?
He said that paperwork right, but this the same paperwork he been submitting for 15 years. It ain't been wrong for 15 years,
Right.
but now, and it's sad, it wasn't about Antonia. She was being used as a pawn to send a message to me.
Right.
Robert Jones, I got the message. Let me tell you what you told me, Robert Jones. Yeah, Eddie, see how I fuck with you? No, that ain't the message you sent to me. What the message you sent to me and everybody else that you don't give a damn about
Right.
people in the black community.
It's what
You
we
don't
knew
give a
about
damn
y'all
about a
already.
young black mother,
That's true.
a strong black mother, a single strong black mother that does not help any help from the children father. I'm the children father. I'm the one. I'm the male figure in them children lives.
Right.
He don't give a damn about her. Man, did you know that I had to call that school? I didn't know that she had. She said I had put you on the list as a pickup person. I called the schools. I said, hey, she's unavailable right now. I said, y'all need to call somebody on that list because I don't want them cheering at that school. Robert Jones, you didn't give a damn about that, folks. This is Person Bland. Person Bland ain't even stepping up. Kim Burner Houston ain't saying nothing. Fannie Mae Johnson don't give a damn. She ain't even put a sign up.
That's the mindset.
That's the mindset they got. But these niggas asking you to vote for them.
She told me, and this is what I want y'all to hear about. It's two points I'm going to bring out, and I'm going to bring it out now, but we're going to talk about it on Thursday. One is, she said, if you owe the city, pay the city. They give you a grant. You don't have to pay a grant back. That's one. Number two is, you don't put a man in jail because you just don't like him.
Right.
And also, they're violating, you cannot put a person in jail when they can't pay.
That's
and
right.
Robert Jones is violating the consent decree. He said, hell, let them niggas damn take me back to
Yeah.
court.
That's right.
And guess what? Most of them ain't gonna do it.
They can't.
Right. He
Now,
knew it.
I know
They
what.
educated.
You know what? I ain't said this in a long time, but I know what Tube Bell saying. Bro, you know he ain't said nigga. He thinking it, bro.
That's right.
He thinking it.
That's right.
Right.
And that's it. His action.
Right.
His action. He ain't gotta call me a nigga. You
Right.
treat me like one. You ain't treating me like a person or a man.
Right.
Man, let me
White
tell you.
supremacy.
I want you guys, this is the move I watch. I want you guys to watch 24th, the 24th. In Houston, Texas, in 1917, it was the 24th. It was a unit called the 24th. It's on Amazon Prime. Need to watch that movie. See, they didn't see a man. Nigga this, nigger this. I mean, it's a very, very good movie. It's very educational. They still, even after all of this time, more than 100 years later, they still don't see a man. They see an animal. They see something less than a man.
That's
And
right.
everybody is political correct. And all you bougie black folks out there, look, I know how to act. Y'all didn't hear me curse or anything like that when I was out there. And I wasn't
Sir.
dressed like this, was I?
No, sir.
So I know how to conduct myself now, but this is my show here, and I can talk like I want to talk, and I can express myself. But you can bet I can get the job done. And you know what? I'm a pretty good paralegal.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
pretty good. And I have a couple of very excellent attorneys on my team. So I just got to say this, man, is that I appreciate my attorney, Abby Robinson, out of Jackson, Mississippi, and I appreciate Denson Law Firm.
Yes,
and
sir.
I appreciate my family. They're my family. When I said my family,
Yes,
you out there, you know who you are, that you're in my family.
That's right.
Man, I got to tell y'all something. There's a couple of things, man, that traumatized the hell out of me. Sunday, man, my daughter almost died, man, and this stuff really, if her mother had not, when her mother found her, Tanya, my daughter Leah, when her mother found her, She was laying on the floor naked, and her eyes was already rolling in the back of her head. She took 4 pints of blood, and they had to do emergency surgery on her. Wow. And folks, I got to say this to you guys out there. If you come up on a person, they in pain, and they laying on the floor, don't call their boyfriend, their mama, and all that kind of stuff. My daughter could have died. She lost 4 pints of blood because she called her boyfriend. He on the way to Atlanta. He called his brother. When his brother get there, understand from Hurricane to Hoover is 30 miles, and that's where the mama live in Hurricane. So you know the area. Exactly. And so she had to come. Hey, look, not the front part of Hurricane, but the backside of Hurricane, over there where that old high school that they done closed down. So she had to come from there and go there, and she just panicked and went out and dialed 911, and they took her to the nearest hospital and rushed her to surgery. So my daughter's alive. So that was traumatic for me because I just lost my daughter. Right. And folks, I don't mind telling you, a year ago I had my daughter here. And so, folks, when you run upon somebody and you having pain or somebody having chest pain, hey, go to the doctor. Let the doctor say you okay. Right, that's right. And don't call somebody up and tell somebody to go there and then you, hey, I better call the mom. You calling there. The mom ain't no doctor.
Time span.
Yeah, and she could have died. Right. And my daughter's okay. So it's a lot of things and I got to say this again. Bull Jenny, Rankin Easton, she's on point.
Oh, yeah. I spoke about on my show.
Right? I mean, she could be mayor of Meridian. I'm talking about she told. Right? I'm just saying she could be the mayor.
She did not bite her tongue.
Bite her tongue, and she knew the problem.
The condition.
George Thomas wouldn't have told us that.
Oh, no.
He didn't even.
Rankin Easton said the fact that if you don't fix the school, we don't fix anything. She said you can spend the $3.9 million on road repairs and all this kind of stuff, but if you don't fix the school,
ain't nobody coming in here.
Right. They ain't coming in here.
And you see that, folks.
And that's that's exactly why I'm trying to say I'm opening up now about stuff that I normally have been closed about talking about.
Right.
But Percy Bland works for a firm that was in the school to prison pipeline that put this mess on us.
That's right.
They own the control system of the elements of the criminals that we got from our young brothers and our young sisters and the guns. Percy Bland worked for the firm that put this on our people.
That's right.
His firm.
State Farm.
His firm is the financially backer behind the school to prison pipeline. That's what got Frank Coleman threw off the bar. He off the bench. Frank Coleman no longer our juvenile judge.
That's right.
Judge Valdori Young is the juvenile judge.
Yeah, she's the senior judge.
The firm that Percy worked for, people, they were the biggest financial investors, and that's what the Department of Justice was trying to find out. And we couldn't find it out because he said, under HIPAA law, I don't have to report this. And they fought HIPAA law all the way to the end without telling the people. That's why Percy Bland ain't never said one word about the school to prison pipeline since he been the mayor.
No, he has not.
They told us two things. They said, look, that part we need you to be able to resolve, and the other thing is do this thing called restorative justice.
And what we're going to do is we're going to take a break. And when we come back, we're going to read your comments. Bull, is there anything you want to say to the people? We know we're coming back Thursday.
We're coming back Thursday.
If we come back Tuesday, we have to.
No,
hey, look here. Hey, one thing that was said that I think Denson pointed out yesterday when it was Marie Franklin, it was Lolo, myself, and either way, he pointed out that but instead of pointing out what he said, I'm going to say this about the three of us sitting right here. But the three of us are probably the most, three of the most disliked individuals in this city.
Because they don't want you to tell the truth, Eddie.
And they don't want the truth, and they don't want strong black men.
Yeah, that's the key.
You're supposed to be docile in your delivery.
That's right. And you know what? We could be rich if we wanted to, couldn't we?
Right.
All we have to do is sell out our accounts.
Right.
And accept what they say and do.
Right.
Yeah, that's not me. Yeah. But anyway, we're going to take a break, folks, and we're going to come back and we're going to read your comments. Dice Man, take us to break. Folks, I want to welcome you back. I want to thank you for listening in. And, of course, Thursday again, Randall will be here. Well, Randall going to be here until he get his message out. You know, if he have to be here Thursday, Tuesday, and next Thursday, we're going to do this because he has some very good things that he want to talk to you. He want to talk to you about his platform. But I want to let you guys know again, on the 27th, of this month and the 3rd of next month. That's on a Saturday on 16, we're going to call it 1619 9th Avenue, right in front of the Old Folks Project, where they done had the festival on 9th Avenue. We're going to clean that stage off. We're going to cut the grass. The tool belt going to be there and everything. And so we're going to sing some songs. We're going to have the first, just like Juneteenth, we're going to have the gospel first, and then we're going to have the R&B, and it's going to be from 12 to 6. 12 to 6, so we inviting everybody to come out. If you want to set up, you guys can email us at reachingoutwithEddie@yahoo.com, and we will answer you. And also, if any of you sent campaign contributions to me, I have not been able to retrieve that because I don't have that phone. The Meridian Police Department has that phone. So I had to create another Cash App, so I want you guys to send it to $Eddie, EDDIE, for Ward 2. And so just I can't cancel it because I don't have that phone. If you can't do that, then leave it on there. And if you send me a text and you want me to send that money back to you whenever I get that phone back, then I'll send it to you then. But I want to appreciate you guys, and anybody want to send a donation. Dice, did you flash the number up there? And again, the 27th and the 3rd, the 27th of this month, which is the last Saturday in this month, and the first Saturday of next month, we're going to be on the field, both of those, and we're going to be rallying for Eddie Holt and any other Eddie Holt, or not Dwayne Davis, but Dwayne Davis, you can come speak now. Right. I'm going to just tell you that. I don't mind him coming and speak. Right. How about a debate? I'm like Chris Rock. How about a debate?
Don't waste your time.
But anyway, folks, again, Dice, man, you ready with those comments?
Yes, sir.
Let's go with it.
Okay. Let's see here. All right. We got Tristan B. Hampton in the house. Says, good evening, good people.
Hey, Tristan.
Yes,
What's up, Tristan? Stacy Dixon says, good evening, everyone.
Stacy.
Joanne Holt said, just want to say hi, and I hope you enjoy your cup.
My sister, I'm going to go get this cup, man. She made a cup of me and my daughter. I just started crying. I couldn't hear. I'm telling my daughter Korea, and it's so pretty, man. And when I see that picture, it always makes me sad. And kind of like my daughter asked me, of course, my daughter Rhea said, Dad, if you had 3 wishes, what would it be? And of course, one was have hair on my head. The number 2 was to be in health like I was in my 20s, you know, in that kind of shape. And number 3 was to have millions of dollars. I said, because with millions of dollars, I can fix everything else.
Yeah.
And she said, what about Korea? I just started crying. And the reason why I did, because, see, we have what you call a repressed memory, folks. It was a part of my repressed memory not to think about anything. And I want to take this time out also to send condolences to the Portis family. Erica Portis passed this morning, and so I want to send my condolences to this. And Erica is like a little niece of mine, or a little sister, but she's truly my nephew, first cousin, because it's like two, a brother and a sister's child. And so my condolences to my family and the Portis family.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. My kinfolk too.
It is.
Erica's Portises go back to Criers.
Yeah.
Wow,
You
man.
sure
I hate
right.
that. I hate that. Wow.
You know they related to the Donalds too, and that's my family. So they related to me blood-wise from the Donald side of the family. My mother, my mother's grandmother name was Donald. So it was. Her name was Carolyn Donald. Sally Donald. I forgot my granddaddy. He was kind of like me, folks. My granddaddy, my granddaddy was named Judge Harris. His dad was named Frank Harris. So my great-granddaddy was Frank Harris. Frank Harris was married to Sally Donald, and he had children by both of them. He was actually with both of them. And my mom used to tell me that when Sally was having a baby, Caroline would be there and help midwife, and then when Caroline had a baby, midwife. And how about Sally lived to be 105. She was born in 1853, 100 years before I was born, and she lived to 1958. She was 105 years old. Wow. And her sister Carolina lived to be 99 years old. And you go to, we're from Whitfield, Alabama, the Harris family and the Donald family. And at the old church at the graveyard, you got Sally Donald, you got Carolina Donald, and you got Frank Harris. All 3 of them buried right side beside each other, along with other siblings and family members at the old cemetery. Dice.
Okay. Ellen Franklin says, "Good evening, peeps. We have a huge problem or problems to solve."
We do, and I can tell you that's a strong sister, that Marie.
yeah.
I tell you, folks, let me tell you something about Marie Franklin. You ain't got to really know her for her to come and try to help you. But I tell you, she been a soldier that's been by my side, and I just want to thank you.
From day one.
And also, I want to thank her husband, Robert, because, you know, husband can always intercede.
That's right.
I think that sister's an alpha female. She ain't finna let him. But anyway, Marie, thank you. I really appreciate it.
I grew up with Marina playing softball in St. Clair.
She ain't no joke, is she?
They wasn't no joke.
Okay. Michelle Allen says, "There's some big money Republicans backing Jimmy Smith, I am told."
That's right.
Oh yeah.
That's
How
right.
you doing, Miss Michelle Allen?
Can't change it. They don't want this thing to change. That's why they backing Jimmy Smith.
And also, that's the reason why Loretta Bennett and Lolo and myself are having such a hard time.
Of course you are.
And the thing of it is, people, is that I just think in the end that justice will prevail.
Right.
I just believe that. I have to believe that.
Right will always prevail.
And I have to. That's the reason why I've always been on the side of the law.
Right.
You know, because in the end, right will prevail.
Right.
Yeah,
Right makes law change, don't it?
does. It
Sure
does.
does.
It does.
Yeah, it ain't law that changes right.
That's
It's
right.
right that
Right.
makes law change.
Right.
And also might. Now, you got to have might with that right.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Michelle Allen also says, "Why won't Jimmy Smith come on your podcast, Mr. Hope?"
He's not going to do that.
No.
I don't
We're
know.
in
I
a
don't
debate-
think he'll.
We're in a debate tomorrow night, and he's not even going to be in it.
Wow, where's the debate going to be located?
It's on virtual, but it's Cornelius on virtual.
Yeah,
But he won't even. Jimmy Smith has chosen not to even participate.
yeah. So, people, how is it that you can vote on someone that they won't get up and tell you what they're going to do or how they're going to do it? And
The reason he didn't even fight for the mayor's job when he once had it,
Yeah.
the first time he ran.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Everybody know that Jimmy Smith won that race.
Right.
But John Roberts people told him, sit your ass down somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Go to Jackson and do a lobbying job.
it makes more money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Julie Grady says, "Good evening. How is you all this evening?"
We're fine.
Hey, Julianne, how you doing?
Good.
Okay. Elena Marie Davis says, "Good afternoon, y'all."
Hey, Miss Davis.
Sister.
What's up, Miss Davis? V's Catering LLC says, "Good evening, reaching out with Eddie Gray Hope family."
Hey, V, I can't wait till you. I hope you come to this thing on the 27th and the 3rd because I want to taste some of your cooking. Tony, don't you stab me. I want to taste some of her cooking. Lo, Michelle, I know you got to be some kin to Lo. So you tell Lo to bring some food there so Tony can show you that she can outcook your cousin, sister, whoever she is. She going to outcook you. I'm going to tell you that right now. That Tony can cook.
Okay. Ringo Walker says, "Does candidate Jennings have any felony convictions?"
Never. Never.
I just
What they
gotta,
got to do?
I just gotta think that ain't got nothing to do with you. That's mostly for me. I have them and they've been expunged and are either dismissed. It's simple as that, or I have a pardon from it. But here the thing
that's
of
the mindset.
yeah,
That's the mindset.
yeah,
You see?
that's the mindset. But here, let me tell you this. That's not a very good question. So I'm gonna just tell you this. Because the man is statutorily eligible to run for damn office. His ass is on the fucking ticket, like me. So if they're on the ticket, what hell kind of question that is? Percy Bland? Or Richard McAllister? Or one of you other fools out there asking that stupid ass question?
Mayor Barry of Washington, D.C., you know, he was convicted of crack cocaine.
Smoking. They watched it smoking.
And then got reelected, man.
And put him back in office.
Because he was the best man for that job. That man was qualified.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We always bring up some
that's
kind
our
of
mindset.
excuse.
That's our
right.
mindset.
That's
That's
it.
You ain't, why you ask the man something about his platform?
That's right.
That ain't that guy that acting like he's Johnny Dupree, is it?
Ain't no telling.
Hey, yeah, I don't know whether that's Richard McAllister or not, but I don't believe it's the person who they said. Them strange names that ask them strange questions always suspect.
Richard McAllister.
That's right.
Yeah, ain't no telling what he doing for this campaign, but he doing something to help person,
Mm-hmm.
in my opinion.
He showed up.
Yeah.
Okay. Last but not least, V's Catering LLC says, I will resend contribution to new Cash App. Thank you for saying that.
Amen.
Thank you,
Thank
and
you,
I
sir.
appreciate it. And make sure you bring that food up there because I want to taste your food now. It's V's Catering. We want to endorse it, but we want to endorse it anyway because
Right.
she's self-employed.
Right.
Randall, say something to the people.
I do want our people to understand that you can take this list and put it in there. I'm gonna call it out to you.
Go ahead.
But I want you to put yours in order because your questions.
That's right, relates to this list.
It's related to this list. Listen, I did enough research on this to make sure to understand that a community has several cultural factors. The first one is education. To me, now this is my list: education, family, arts and athletics has gone to a multi-trillion-dollar business. People, arts and athletics, media. We have no media. Other than you, Eddie, we got no media.
That's right. That's right.
Religion. That's not telling you to serve my religion as a
Right.
Pentecostal or whatever, AME or Baptist. That's not
Right.
telling you that. It's just that there is a God.
Spirituality,
That's right.
right.
There is a God. The last two things is business and government. This boy got business and government at the top of his list.
And nothing else after that.
And ain't nothing else out there. Kim got this at the top of his list. Weston got this at the top of his list. If you don't understand that these other factors are going to impact your leadership, you're peeing in the wind.
Folks, I got to say this is that we have an opportunity to implement real change in this community. We have an opportunity on April the 6th. If you want change, it ain't about talking change. We tired of changing faces and changing bodies, but everything remain the same, and then the quality of life get worse and worse. I mean, the population is going down in the county and in the city because there's no livable jobs here. You can't pursue happiness here. So how can you enjoy life if you can't pursue happiness?
Yeah.
And that's part of the constitutional guarantee.
It
And
is.
we gotta fix education. We gotta fix family.
Go to the county and see what order that these people have it in. I bet you education's at the top.
That's right. Well, you can
I
tell
bet you that.
you can tell how it thrives.
The school system, the county school system versus the Meridian Public School District, it's not even a question that they put education at the top of their list.
Right.
And Amy doesn't realize that Parks and Recreation is her twin sister, and she doesn't know how to get it back.
Man, you know how we are. Now, if you're going to pay us to do nothing, then we're going to sit there and do nothing.
No doubt.
And that's
And
basically
get paid.
what they do.
And get paid.
And that's what it's all about.
And
Let
that's
me
what
make these things here, then I'll go and retire as a consultant. And what you're going to do, you're going to sell that same dream, those same lies, that same destruction to other young minds. Black minds
Right.
are like
It's easy.
grasping for information. They want that information. They're like a sponge, just
Right.
want to absorb information, but they're not getting it. They're getting the wrong information,
Right.
not the right knowledge.
He said something at the start of this show. He said, we're in war.
Yeah.
That's it.
In the beginning of war, the first thing you do is war is cut off their communication. See, that's why we have no black media. The radio station that our kids listen to, the gospel radio station that they listen
Control.
to, it's all control.
That's right.
We have
Murdoch.
no black radio
Murdoch.
station.
Right.
And it Murdoch,
Right.
Rupert
The
Murdoch.
radio
Yeah,
people,
he owns
it's
everything. He
all
owns everything.
right.
It's
all
all
over the
good.
world.
Exactly.
No doubt.
That's what and you said when we're at war, that's the main thing that jumps out here.
Right.
I can say this is that they anger at you and me, not so much because we're doing wrong. And when people get mad at us because we're talking about our blackness or facts as we know it and as we see it, then you're mad at us for the wrong reason because we're doing what hey, it's the penalty of my obligation is to treat all men just and fair. But the foremost before
Black.
that is black.
Black.
And it's just simple as that. And it's unnatural for me to expect. It's unnatural for me to expect. And I'm just got to tell you the truth. It's unnatural for me to expect that from somebody else
Right.
other than black folk.
Right.
It's just unnatural.
That's the difference between when we grew up in the first 6 years I was at an all-black school in a segregated system. The next 6 years I was in the Meridian Public School District, which is an integrated system. I learned more over here than I
Yeah.
did here.
The same here. And then they set up a system when the integrated school system, they changed the graded system.
Yes.
From a 10-point to, I don't know what they got it to.
But wait a
I
minute,
think-
don't leave this part out. I keep telling y'all about arts and athletics.
Yeah,
we
that's
talk,
right, that's
we
right,
talked
that's
to a
right.
guy today in athletics, Dennis Boyd.
That's right.
Dennis Boyd has a dynamic mindset about what he want to do. Dennis Boyd, people, he's not
Are
running.
they going to let him?
No, well, Did you hear what you just said?
Are they gonna let?
Are they gonna let him?
I don't think so.
Are they gonna let us free?
Yeah.
Are they gonna give us liberation? See, there's a difference between freedom and liberation.
That's right.
Liberation, it comes with a impediment.
Conditions.
Somebody gonna put
Conditions.
it comes with some freedom. I was born. Most of these people in this city that are Caucasians were born free.
Yeah.
We weren't. We were given liberty,
Right.
which means that there was some
Or
strings.
death. Or death. Or death, folks.
So-
Hey,
I'm sorry, Eddie.
no, that's okay. You got anything to say?
Yes,
to the
sir.
people?
I read this on my show, but I want to read this and let Bull hit it. This is Dr. Joanna Confucius. He is author. He said, 1954, Brown versus Board of Education, Topeka, Kansas. After that law was passed, he said 60% of the decline of African American teachers. White teachers took over their job. He said, right today, 7 years later, 83% of the teachers are white and female. 6% are African American, and only 1% are black males.
The 6% African American in the Meridian Public School District, they're in the administrative office.
Right.
The rest of the teachers are white.
Right.
It's nothing against them, but they
Right.
don't know us.
That's right.
Right.
So if you don't know us, how you gonna serve us?
You can't understand
can't.
us. You can't.
That's what
Okay.
we're facing, and that's what
And
they
you
don't.
know, and
That's
our
what they don't
children
want to talk
they're
about.
confused.
Right.
They're confused.
Right.
Because we have what you call our collective consciousness, things that are instinctive,
Right.
and everything that's being taught to us is against everything that's in us.
That data
and
you
that's
just put there.
self-destructive. That destroys us.
Yeah.
Sunday, I went to the truck stop eating Kiwana, man, a female, and she went in the bathroom, used the bathroom. It was a 10-year-old white girl in there, screamed, and my friend asked, "What's wrong?" She said, "I thought you come in here to rob me."
Now she's being taught that.
She been taught.
Because at 10 years
It
old,
really
she
ain't-
never
it
experienced
really
life.
ain't her fault.
Yeah.
Right.
The education system teaching white supremacy.
That's right. That's the mindset.
That's the mindset.
Yeah, they learn racism and
Right.
hate and all that.
It's not born in you, brother.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
Yeah,
taught to
It's
you.
taught to you. It's taught. Right. Well, I tell you, man, I appreciate this. This like a round table discussion here. We just got to do this again.
Right.
Hey, folks, I want to thank y'all. Round and say goodbye to the people.
I love y'all, man. Look,
Hey, tell them what they need to do on April 6th.
RLJ for mayor. That's where we're going, brother.
Yes, sir.
Look, it's not about trying to be popular
How you
with
get
you.
that middle name light? Is that a nickname?
No, my name is Randall Lyle, Lyle Jennings.
That's right, Lyle.
Lyle. My mother like Lyle Wagner on TV.
I already know it. I was gonna say you ain't got to tell me. It wasn't nothing to watch but the Carol Burnett show on ASL.
That's what she got.
That's all it was. Yeah.
I understand.
That Lyle. He got outfitted. He busted step by man. How you get that white man? Man?
I'll tell you.
Hell, I don't know any black folks named
That's
Lyle
why-
his age.
And that's why I don't run from bulls.
Hey, we want to thank y'all again for listening and watching, and we'll see you guys Thursday. Keep on watching and reaching out with Eddie. Take it home, Dice Man. Peace out, Team Bell.